Good morning. This is the Town of Hempstead Board of Appeals, January 7th, 2026, 9:30 a.m. meeting. Will everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Chairman, do you have any opening remarks?
I do. As usual. However, before I get into my opening remarks, I'm going to save us a lot of time. On behalf of the entire board, we wish all of you a healthy and happy new year, you and your families. For those of you who have not appeared before us, the manner in which we conduct the hearings are as follows. And there are a few people who I can see have not appeared before us. First, we'll call for any adjournments, if there are any. If there are no adjournments, we'll get into the calendar. The priority is we call renewals first, we get through those fairly quickly, and then we get into the cases themselves. The applicant is given the opportunity to present the case. If there are any people here in opposition, the opposition will be given the opportunity to voice their concerns, and we will close the hearing after the applicant sums up. We will accept almost any reasonable evidence that is offered. We're not burdened by the strict rules of evidence. This is not a court of law. This is an administrative body. We do have a court reporter. We ask that when you speak slowly, clearly, so that she can take everything down. The proceedings are videotaped. They are archived. So if you want to refer to them in the future, you're free to do so. And I feel like a little child because this chair is too low.
Yeah. Ready?
Anybody have a phone book?
Wait, why is your
Only
chair?
kid.
Oh, here, no, I got it.
No, she got it. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. All right, Patrick, you can start calling the cases. Are there any requests for adjournment this morning?
Mr. Chairman, I have one request, an adjournment request due to a defective mailing. Case 726 through 926, Wantagh, Anthony and Jennifer Pagano, also known as 1646 Hannington Avenue.
No relation, folks. That name begins with a P. Mine begins with an R. Is there anyone here on this case? Come up, please. Good morning. Name and address for the record.
It's Christina Gonzalvo.
I'm sorry, please speak into the mic.
Christina Gonzalvo, Gonzalvo, 609 North Fulton Avenue, Lindenhurst, New York, 11757.
Morning.
Good morning.
Okay. Defective mailing. It's maintaining its structure. Patrick?
Mr. Chairman, we can adjourn this to February 25th, 2026 at 11 a.m.
11 a.m.?
Correct.
Is that okay? Okay, thank you. Same to you.
First, we'll be calling case 126 near Lawrence, SPHHF Sub Lawrence LLC, renewal of grant to maintain double face illuminated attached pylon sign, setback 10 feet from Rockaway Turnpike, and setback 10 feet from side property line, also known as 640 Rockaway Turnpike. You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? I do. Please take a seat and state your name and address for the record.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. William Bonesso for Chelly Diggin Tarana, 333 Earl Ovington Boulevard, Uniondale, New York, here on behalf of the applicant. Happy New Year, all. I do represent the applicant in connection with this renewal application pertaining to a detached pylon sign. I reviewed the inspection report contained in the BZA file showing that the sign is compliant, so we would ask the board to grant the renewal.
For the record, the building department inspected the premises on November 7th, 2025, and they too found that all conditions previously imposed by the board are being complied with. Do you have anything else you'd like to add,
Nothing
Mr.
further.
Benesso?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do I have a motion? If not, unless I have some questions.
Mr. Chairman, I would move that the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. Mr. Benesso, you'll be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
11-5.
Next, we have case 226, West Hempstead, Edward V. Borea and Jr., renewal of grant to maintain 6-foot-high fence, also known as 857 Bradley Street.
Anyone here on that case? Mark it second.
Next, we'll be calling cases 326 through 526, Wantagh, Gisela A. Palanca, mother-daughter residence, second kitchen, variance, rear yard, maintain awning attached to dwelling, maintain 6-foot-high fence forward of dwelling, also known as 3491 Roger Drive. Swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please take a seat. State your name
Where are
for
the
the record.
participants? Dennis Oliver, 924 Newbridge Road, Belmore, New York.
That's
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. Happy New Year to all. Here representing Gisela Palancio, 4491 Roger Drive, Wantagh. Property is located in the Residence B zone. We have to maintain an awning on the south side of the property. There's insufficient rear yard. It's required to have 15 feet. We are proposing 11 and a half feet. It's a reduction of 3.5 feet. It's an open roofed over patio. There's no intent to enclose it or turn it into living space at all. If the board sees fit to approve it, the owner would agree to never enclosing it or turning it into living space. In addition, we have 2 sections of fence that are forward of the residence. The section of fence on the north side of the property protrudes past the house. It leaves a front yard of 31 feet. And on the south side of the property, it protrudes past the house and has a front yard of 25 feet. Now, neither of these sections of fence interfere with anyone's sight line. There are no driveways near these at all. So it's really not going to be obstructing anything as far as neighbors or character of the neighborhood. In addition to that, we also have a mother-daughter application that we filed. I had reviewed the mother-daughter fact sheet with my client. They understand that it has to maintain a single-family appearance, no 2 doorbells, no double meters, no double mailboxes. They have sufficient parking off-street for 2 cars. There is not a church or a school in the area, so parking out in front in the street is not an issue. There is sufficient space for that. On top of all that, they are aware that when they sell the house, that the use for mother-daughter does not transfer with it, and it's restricted to their ownership only, and if the occupancy changes, they have to come back before the board.
Where are your clients?
That's what I would like to know, Mr. Pellegrini. I told them they had to be here, and I have not heard from them. So I don't know how the board wants to handle it.
Did their check clear?
Yes, otherwise I wouldn't be here.
You've been in the house,
I have, sir, yes.
and they have an application also for maintain finished basement, interior alterations, first floor, etc. Garage conversion, maintain enclosed porch, maintain roofed over partial interior alterations, etc.
Correct.
You've been in the basement?
I have, sir, yes.
Is there a kitchen in the basement?
There is not a kitchen in the basement.
Is there an exterior entrance?
There is no exterior stair into the basement. There's going to be an egress window, but there is no stair from the outside that goes into the basement.
Did
You know,
you,
the height of the ceiling in the basement.
It's 7'6".
Does that meet code? Thank you.
you done?
Yes, I'm done.
Sorry. Did you, we have at least one complaint that there used to be an apartment in the basement.
Correct.
Did you see any evidence that there has previously been an apartment or something, some kind of kitchen?
No, ma'am. No,
Is
no
the
evidence of
basement,
that.
is the basement divided?
There's one large, what I would call den family area. There is a large storage closet, and they previously had a space that was an office that I informed them that a certain section of the wall is going to have to be removed so that it's open into that family space.
And no kitchen? Is there a bathroom?
There is a bathroom, it's a full three-piece bath, along with a laundry room, separate laundry room with a washer and a dryer.
And there's only, did you say one staircase that's in the interior going?
Interior stair, yes, ma'am.
Is it from the front door or?
No, it's off the kitchen, it's off the back door.
So if I went in the back door, could I immediately go downstairs?
Yes, you could.
Okay. So let me just go through a few administrative things. So as you know, the Board of Architectural Review reviews all applications for a mother-daughter immediate family residence to determine whether or not the application is suitable to be used in that fashion and suitable to revert back to a single-family dwelling at the cessation of such use. They make recommendations, which we allow you the opportunity. Sometimes it's take this door down, change it to a knee wall, things like that. And oftentimes people, either because it's prohibitively expensive, because there are children and they need the door for safety, pets, things like that, we allow the applicants an opportunity to tell us, to explain to us why that would be potentially undoable for them or unsafe. In the case of your application, your client's application, the Board of Architectural Review has determined that the dwelling is suitable to be used in this fashion. It's restorable to a single-family dwelling at the cessation of that use, with the provision that there be no illegal occupancy in the basement. Do you know if the basement bathroom was created with the benefit of a permit?
No, that's why we had filed an application.
You have a right
to
alone?
maintain everything. Yes, so as with the right alone.
I just want to try and, I'm having a hard time putting your fence onto the radius map so I can see its impact. It looks like, I'm having a hard time seeing where it's forward of the dwelling. Is it only that little 22-foot section?
Well, there's two sections. There's one on the north side of the property and one on the south side.
Is it those small little sections?
Yes, it's very small. It only
Like it
projects out
bumps
about,
out 5.21 on one side
correct.
and it bumps
about
out like
6
6.5?
feet.
And there's no other portion of that fence that's forward of the dwelling?
No, ma'am, it's a corner lot, so.
I understand.
Show you the Google Earth. That's the fence, see it?
Yeah, those two little sections. Thank you.
Mr. Oliver, your client purchased the property in 2022.
To my knowledge, yes, sir.
Yes. We have a memo in opposition. Would you like to take a look at it? Maybe you could respond to it.
Certainly.
Thank you.
Here's the warning.
Oh, which is nothing. Oh, no, that's nothing.
Now, ordinarily, we would want it in here, but we heard the whole goddamn case, so I don't think I want to adjourn it anymore.
I would have to agree with you. I mean,
Christina?
do we have the driver's licenses?
Christina.
I mean,
Yeah, he just said, he said she doesn't make Can we have
Mr. Oliver, you're aware of the fact that in most of these cases, we require the applicants to be present.
Yes, sir.
We've heard most of what I guess, we've heard all of what you would have to say.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So maybe you could make a phone call, find out where they are before we
Sure,
proceed.
absolutely. And just a response to the comments from apparently one of the neighbors. The residence is owner occupied, so it's not going to be rented out to multiple families or anything like that. The people living in the house are a mother or father and a college-age daughter. The daughter's going to be living upstairs. The parents will be living downstairs. So it's not a question of them living somewhere else and renting this property out or dividing it up or anything like that. So it is owner occupied and they will be
By
living in the
definition,
residence.
it would have to be owner occupied to qualify for last order status.
Right.
But we have seen that scenario because the complaint references the basement and we have a tenant in the basement. So from time to time, that's the reason.
No, I understand.
That's the
One of the
reason it comes
reasons
up.
we'd like to talk to the clients, right? So if
I'll
you
make a
could
phone
give them a call, we'll hold this for the time being. And when you get back, let us know what they have to say,
Okay, sir, thank you.
all right? In the interim, we'll call the next case.
Wait. Mr. Oliver,
Dennis?
Mr. Oliver,
can you come here for a second? I'll just ask him.
call the next case. Patrick?
I move that we postpone or continue the hearing when
need a
Mr.
motion.
Oliver comes back.
You need a motion.
Tim?
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Next, we have case 6 of 26 Seaford, Dana Sisipaniak and Portia Lack, special exception to maintain second accessory structure, shed, not permitted in the side yard, also known as 2468 Aaron Drive North.
The old case or the new case?
New case.
Oh, wait.
Good morning, my name is Dana Suspaniak at 2468 Aaron Drive North in Seaford.
Portia Lack, 2468 Aaron Drive, North, Seaford.
Morning to both of you.
I'm
How
sorry.
can we help you?
Oh, I'm here seeking approval of a second shed and a side yard at our property.
Where is it?
That's the only variance you need. You see
Do
this?
you know how large the shed is?
I'm sorry.
Do you know how large the shed is?
It's
8, 9.
9 by 12. I've submitted the paperwork. I'd have
Do you know how high it is?
9 feet.
Yeah, because the door is
Otherwise
7 and I can see
conforms. Yeah.
This shed or that shed? Imagine this one.
No, that's probably considered in the back.
And can you tell us why you need two sheds?
They were pre-existing when we purchased the home, so we inherited this problem.
Is there a basement in the house?
There's not.
Okay, so you need it for storage.
Yeah, it's
What do you store in the shed?
landscaping, pretty much. It's a weed whacker, a leaf blower, a lawnmower,
Okay.
gardening tools.
Any other questions from the board?
I have none for this shed.
Go ahead.
Just so heck of it.
No.
I think it might be in this pile.
Which pile?
This chair.
Go ahead.
I got it.
Thank you.
Where is it?
Oh, I'll give it to Joey. He's asking, do you want it?
No, let him look at it first.
Oh, we also have, just in case, 2 letters of support from a neighbor on either side of us.
We'll accept those.
What's that?
We'll accept those.
Thank you.
Welcome.
No further questions, Chairman.
No other questions? Do I have a motion?
Move the hearing. All right, move the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. You will both be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered.
Second.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
And opposed?
Thank you. Happy
Have
New
a
Year.
good day.
Happy New Year.
Get it?
Next, we have case 1026, Belmore, Christopher Patton, variances, height, maintained dwelling with garage which is below design flood elevation and without required flood openings, also known as 2370 Legion Street. Sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? I do. Please take a seat, state your name and address for the record.
Okay. Here's the height.
Morning, members of the board.
Morning.
My name Robert Bennett, engineer, Rapco Engineering, 8 West Merrick Road, Freeport, New York.
Morning.
Morning, thank you.
This is 10 of 26.
I have some receipts here from the certified mail. Do I submit those? Okay.
We'll accept them. I don't know why I'm gonna need them.
Were you the engineer of record when the house was being constructed?
I was the engineer of record that did the design for the house. I wasn't as involved with during the construction phase, but towards the end. But yes, I am the engineer.
Okay,
of
you
record.
don't have to answer this question. Did you design the house over height?
No.
Okay, so we have a house needing height that is still, it's in a FEMA zone. It's below base flood elevation and still needs height. And when you're judging height by a FEMA house, right, you get 30 feet from the DFE. So you're below the DFE. Oh, that's right, we changed ours to DFE, didn't we? That's what I was told last time. Oh, it's not adopted yet. So how is it that even though having 30 feet from DFE and building starting below it, you guys still need height? Oh, let's let this first enlighten us.
This project was not in over 50%. This project, no, this project is based off Crown of the Road. The application is to maintain height based off of Crown of the Road and maintain a basement below the base flood elevation.
Okay, wait, so did they have a permit to construct the house at the height it was constructed at?
They were issued a building permit, and this application this case is for a supplement. So it is post.
Well, okay.
So
If
it's
they
as
are-
built, it's as built. They're requesting legalization of as-built conditions.
But if they already had a permit to build at this height, why does this board need to grant a variance to build at this
They
height?
were granted a building permit that was in compliance with the code. They are requesting now that their as-built conditions, which were, they filed amended plans. They built not to plan.
Oh, so they don't have a permit to build at this height?
No, correct.
Okay, so that's why they need a variance from us. How much, what was the height they were supposed to build at? And I will look in the plans to see, wait, did they build according to the plans?
No.
Okay, well, I didn't know which one was. Okay, so these plans reflect what they were supposed to build, and they built something else, or do these reflect what you actually built?
They built it, they're 0.45 feet over, 5 inches.
Okay, hold on, let's see. Let's figure out whether, do we have in our files plans of what was actually built? If you
Yes,
know.
the as-built plans, yes.
Okay, do we also have in our file, Becky, what was supposed to be built?
It should.
Okay, what's the date of the plans, if you know, reflecting what was actually built?
The as-built was 10/13/25.
We don't have those.
Okay, so here is the supposed to been built. Gail, is there any chance you can help me? You're much more familiar with these files. I need the plans dated, what was it, 2/10/25?
10/13/25.
I was way off on that. 10/13/25 plans.
Dennis came back.
Sir, may I ask you, so it appears we don't have in our paper file a copy of the as-built plans. So, so, no. Oh, I was looking here. Oh, I apologize. Can you tell Christina, because she's, that's why I just said, can you tell?
They're
Okay,
basically the same. The only difference was that showing the as-built conditions, which was built 5 inches higher than the
yeah,
ridge.
well, it's significant because height variances are a heavy lift. But I have a question. As I understand it, you got an as of right, your client got an as of right permit to do certain modifications. Those modifications did not include altering the basement, because if you alter the basement, you would have to come into compliance with FEMA. Is that correct? But you wouldn't have to do that. So now you're asking for relief for the basement below the BFE because there were alterations that weren't a part of the permit that were made. Is your client's intention to continue to seek a variance to keep the basement as it is now, or to put it back to how it was so that it doesn't trigger these issues?
He wants to maintain the existing conditions and understands that it cannot be used for habitable space. And all the other compliant is compliant with all the finished material. Below is flood-resistant material. The one thing it does not have the flood vents, which it never did. And we do have a state variance for that condition. And it was not deemed substantially damaged or substantially improved. So it did not have to be elevated.
Why was it not built the way it was supposed to be built?
It was. I mean, he did finish the basement.
No, why was the rest of the construction done outside of the code's allowance and in contravention of the plans that were permitted?
Well, the contractor apparently went with the top of the ridge. He's over, not by much, but enough to initiate the variance. He was over by 5 inches.
Yeah, but if you're building to plans and you go up, you must have made a decision to alter it somewhere before you didn't just accidentally, like, you're going by a set of very specific plans. Do we have any? What's the story?
They did reflect the plans. That was overbuilt by, the ridge height was, just that ridge was 5 inches higher. He did follow the plan. The rest of the structure is per the original plan.
Right, but to make that mistake, if it was a mistake, you change the angle of your beams or something. There's something. Was it originally proposed as a roof that went like this and like this?
Slight, I mean, it doesn't take much to increase it.
Yeah, they changed the pitch.
Change the pitch, yes.
That's what I assume. So why? Like just, screw the plans, screw the permit, screw the building ordinance?
No, it ended up being that way. I was not there, and it should have been at 30 foot. It was 30 foot 5 inches.
Right, but what did your client tell you? How'd your client find out? On the inspection for the CO?
I believe so. During the final elevation certificate in top of ridge is when he recognized that fact.
And when your client came to you and said, it's 5 feet, 5 inches over, we're gonna have to get a variance for height, what was the rest of that sentence?
He's a New York City policeman. He would have been here, but he couldn't come here today, but I don't have the answer.
What was the rest of the sentence as to why that happened?
I don't know why that happened.
Okay. Because that decision had to be made for the.
I don't think it was a decision. I think it was just contractor, if we could call it negligence, or contractor just non-compliance.
Yeah, I mean, I built houses before. When you start putting in your roof, trusses or whatever you're using, the decision of the angles made, earlier, so.
Understood.
Any other questions from the board?
Well,
Not-
we're waiting for the, I don't know, do we need the?
We have the as-built.
No, it's built, but we were looking for the, I guess we can get those in, can leave them in our deliberations.
Yeah.
Let me see what else he had. Okay. Did you provide our office with a copy of the state variance for that basement?
I have, it should have been in that folder, yes.
He says it's 5 inches, is it?
It's 2 feet below the BFE.
No,
The
the
top.
height.
It's 0.45 feet, so about 5-6 inches, yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you.
I would just like to make note that the variance that he has is only for freeboard. It is not for violating the the BFE nor the requirements under the BZO to meet all of the flood construction codes.
Okay, say that again. Variance he has or the variance he's asking for?
The variance from the state
Okay.
is only for freeboard. It is not for any violations of the Town of Hempstead Building Zone Ordinance,
Like those flood vents?
which would be flood vents, construction materials, and the BFE.
Hold on. You said you used all the required construction materials. Is that correct?
It is
For
complete.
the flood?
That requirement that all materials below the base flood, design flood elevation are flood resistant.
The state requirement or the town?
That's,
Is the town different from the state?
The town requirement states that all materials below the base flood elevation, when the area is being used for storage, parking of motor vehicles, or access to the dwelling, is to be flood-resistant materials, not for any habitable space, which is what is being denoted on the plans. The plans show that the area is going to be used as a recreation space and a laundry room, which is not permitted under the town building zone ordinance.
Okay, so hold on.
Before us, though.
That is before you right now.
Yeah, it's really not written that way, so unless you would have pointed that out, thank God we have you here. So
The
That's what
applicant
you're
is
ca-
asking for a basement in the flood zone.
The basement was there as a pre-existing condition. They didn't change that per se. The elevation was always there.
right, but they changed it. Two things. They altered it so they're losing that sort of grandfathered right. And number two, they've put on their plans that they not just want to use it for storage, cars, and mechanical equipment, but rather they also want to use it as habitable space. That's
That was their acquiescence in the state mandate.
But you did not submit plans showing that it is going to be removing any of that. So if the board grants anything, it is going to be on the plans that are submitted before the board right now, which shows a recreation space and a laundry room.
all right. So how are we going to handle that, Christina? We can't deliberate until we have the appropriate plans. They presumably need to be looked at by the building department before we can address those issues to make sure that we need the building department to opine on what is there, what code provisions apply. I mean, we've heard the testimony about the case. We have most of the materials, but
You have to submit an amended plan
Christina,
that shows what it is. What,
but where? Christina, what do you say? It has to go back to you guys, right?
yeah, an amended plan.
I do think the board would be able to determine this application, but the applicant may choose or want to amend their plans.
Well, I mean, I feel like it's way short of us being able to address it because of the fact that it's unclear to me now that Becky's enlightened us as to, Ms. First has enlightened us as to the fact that it's not just, oh, we want to have unhabitable space for storage mechanicals, cars down there. And therefore, that's one analysis. But, oh, by the way, we want to have people down there.
Which again.
And we've altered it so much that it's not sort of, if you will, grandfathered in. All right,
I
so
think that would be up to the applicant. If they would like to go through with this application,
So what do
they
we
may.
do,
If they would like to amend their plans, they may.
okay.
They've acknowledged that the basement shall be used for storage, laundry, and utility equipment only, and this shall be indicated on the certificate of completion by the town
So let
building department.
John's got it.
We would need a set of plans reflecting that before we make a final determination, so we're going to adjourn the case. All right?
And I think those plans need to go through the building department first.
That's true.
Becky, can you talk to him and figure out? We're not trying to hang you up.
Understood.
And the house is there anyway, so like you are not holding someone up
No
from
foul.
finishing their house or something.
We're going to recall the case. Maybe you should consult with the building department representative. We'll call it before the conclusion of the morning calendar. All right?
So you'll come back up here in a few minutes, in a little bit.
A little bit.
By the way, this is Rebecca First. She is a senior plans examiner with the Department of Buildings.
Very familiar.
She's our best one.
She's been there many years. She
Can't say the best.
is a consultant with
One of
us.
the best. One of the best. How's that?
I don't know whether everybody in the auditorium knows Rebecca.
Motion to adjourn.
We're
To postpone it.
going to postpone it.
Okay. Please.
Adjourn it for what?
Well, I guess
An
we should
hour?
close
To be
the
continued.
transcript.
I move that this case be set aside so that we can continue.
Don't you want to see what they're gonna do if they want to go through with that?
Yeah, but this is just a linguistics,
Correct,
semantics.
it's just a matter of closing it and then recalling them in a moment to see what they do. I just think that makes sense.
Yeah, because the transcript, it'll say
Yes.
closed and
Yeah.
then we'll have.
All right.
Yes.
Joe,
Yes, sir.
Joe.
make your
I
motion.
move that we postpone the hearing so that the applicant can consult with the Department of Buildings and come back and tell us exactly what he's interested in, and it'll be set aside for a short time, recalled today.
Second? Or
Aye.
favor? Okay.
Okay. Next, we'll be calling cases 1126 through 1426, Roosevelt, Kevin W., and Lorraine Alexander. Special exception to maintain shed higher than permitted, exceeding horizontal maximum on two sides with side yard setback variance, side yard, maintain AC unit attached dwelling, variance lot area occupied, construct wood deck with sunroom thereon, attached to dwelling, maintain a 7-foot high fence, also known as 27 Grenada Avenue. Tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Diana Laspisa with Moreno Expediting Services, P.O. Box 39, Bethpage, New York, 11714.
Morning.
Good morning, Chairman, members of the board. Happy New Year. I'm here on behalf of the property owners, Kevin and Lorraine Alexander, and the applicants are requesting permission to construct a sunroom addition with an associated deck and to maintain an existing air conditioning unit, fence, and shed. The subject parcel is zoned B, which requires relief from the board for the following: an increase in maximum building coverage from 27.5% to 30.88% to accommodate the proposed sunroom and deck, a reduction of the required side yard setback from 5 feet to 1.5 feet to maintain the existing air conditioning unit.
Wait, the sunroom doesn't need a side yard, though, right?
No. Uh,
The AC, I'm sorry, what'd you say the AC was?
The AC is to reduce the side yard setback from 5 feet to 1.5 feet. A reduction of the required rear yard setback from 2 feet to 1 foot, an increase in the permitted overall height from 8 feet to 14 feet, and an increase in the maximum permitted horizontal dimension from 12 feet to 12 foot 4 inches in order to maintain the existing shed.
Oh, hold on, Ms. Lespezia, I'm not seeing the rear yard in my calendar. What needs rear yard?
The setback for the shed is from 2 feet to 1 foot.
I don't have a rear yard for shed. Hold on. Do you only have one setback for the shed? Because in mine, it's called side yard. Maybe that's just maybe they're just calling it differently.
You know what, I'm seeing that it's on 2 sides with side yard setback. Let me see, maybe it is side, maybe
Let
I'm
me find the shed.
mistake. I'm pretty
see the
sure
shed.
it's rear yard.
Oh, here
Let
it
me
is.
just look at the survey. I'm just looking at the plot plan. I just want to double check that. It is the rear yard is what's the.
And you don't need side yard?
Not for the shed. No, so the side yard for the shed is 2.3 feet, or actually it's like 4 feet off the side yard. It's 1 foot off of the rear
And
yard.
it's interior, right? So, okay.
Yeah, so it's not a corner lot, so it wouldn't be considered a side yard.
So I'll just make a motion to amend the caption to change side yard to rear yard, since all the documents accurately reflect the conditions of the property.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. So the proposed sunroom will be approximately 200 square feet in area, will be unheated, and will be constructed flush with the first floor elevation of the dwelling. This improvement will allow the homeowners to extend the seasons during which they can enjoy the outdoors without being exposed to the elements. The proposal results in an increase in building coverage of approximately 5.3%, with 3.3% attributed to the sunroom itself, and the remaining 2% is associated with the deck. The
The final lot area occupied is what?
30.88.
But I thought you were earlier you said that you were at 27 and a half and you
Well,
were.
that's what's allowed. I was just referencing what the code allows, 27 and a half,
So what are you at then? You're at
30.88.
What were you at before construction?
Oh, before is 25.5%. I didn't want to confuse and put all the numbers. All right, so where was I? So with 3.3% attributed to the sunroom itself and the remaining 2% associated with the deck. The existing single-story dwelling contains a kitchen, dining room, living room, 3 bedrooms, and 1 bathroom, all within the current 1,421 square foot footprint. The communal living areas are relatively small, making entertaining a challenge. This modest addition will greatly enhance the functionality of the home while improving both the property and the surrounding neighborhood. Relief related to the fencing is requested due to the topography of the property. Approximately the last 15 feet of the rear yard experiences a change in elevation, with the grade rising slightly towards the rear. So the fence has existed in its current location for approximately 10 years and has not generated any complaints or issues with neighboring properties during that time. With respect to the air conditioning unit, the home sustained a fire in 2002. It was during the fire repair process that the unit installation was completed. At the time, the homeowners were under the impression that all required permits were properly obtained, and the fire repair permit and subsequent permits have since been closed out, and there was no indication that the air conditioning unit ever required a separate permit or a variance. This issue only came to light during the filing of the current application and was unexpected. I know our office has been before the board on numerous occasions where similar relief has been granted for air conditioning units located within the side yards. The unit is not visible from the road, and additionally, the neighboring property to the east is set back approximately 20 feet from the shared property line, resulting in no adverse impact to the neighbor. The homeowners purchased the property in January of '92, and at the time of purchase, a metal shed existed on the parcel in the same general location as the current shed. Over time, the original shed became dilapidated and was significantly damaged during a major storm. The homeowners replaced it with a vinyl-sided shed in the same location, unaware that a permit would be required due to the pre-existence of the prior structure. The shed exceeds the maximum horizontal dimension by only 4 inches, and the proposed 14-foot height is measured at the highest point. The shed is used strictly for storage purposes and contains no electrical services, and there is no garage on this property, making it important to be able to maintain it.
Did you say the height was over, the horizontal was over by 4 inches?
The,
I thought it was-
well, so it's 12-foot horizontal maximum is what's allowed, and it's 12 foot 4 inches, or
1, I thought it
12
said.
point, yeah, actually, yeah.
Actually, why I
12.1.
asked.
Yes, sorry, you're right, so it's even better.
Yeah, it's
Thank you. You
so
should
de
be.
minimis.
So that really concludes my presentation. They have discussed the proposal with the neighbors. These structures have been existing for various years, some 10 years, some 15 years, some 20 years, and there has never been any complaints from any of the neighbors. They're actually looking forward to somebody in the neighborhood improving the property. And that is it, unless the board has any questions.
I have none.
You said the sunroom would not be heated. Would your clients agree to a condition that it not be heated in the future?
That's fine. That's fine. It's glass. It's something with the energy codes with glass rooms make it difficult to heat them from my understanding. So that's always a known fact with forcing.
Any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Move that the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. Ms. Lapisa, you'll be notified by mail the board's decision once it's rendered.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Patrick, do you want to call Mr. Oliver's case? You want to recall it?
They're on their way.
Okay, and we won't recall it until she gets here.
Next, we have case 1526, Merrick Christian de la Cruz, special exception to maintain accessory structure, outdoor kitchen with roof over and shed higher and larger than permitted, exceeding horizontal maximum with less than required side yard setback and with lot area occupied variance, also known as 2031 Shaw Drive. You swear affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Please take a seat and state your name and address for the record.
Tina Pangallo, 549 Hempstead Turnpike, West Hempstead, New York, 11552. Good morning and Happy New Year, Chairman, members of the board.
You're in a healthy one.
I'm representing Christian de la Cruz of 2031 Shore Drive in Merrick. The property is located on the north side of Shore Drive, 165.67 feet east of Whale Neck Road in Residence A. We're requesting a special exception to maintain an outdoor kitchen with a roof over and shed that is higher and larger than permitted with less than the required side yard setback and lot coverage allowed. The maximum length and width allowed is 12 by 12, and the length and width provided is 31.8 by 11.7. The maximum square footage allowed is 144 square feet, and the square footage provided is 372.06 square feet. The maximum height allowed is 9 feet, and the height provided is 10 feet. Side yard setback required is 2 feet, and the side yard provided is 0.2, 0.3, and 0.5. The maximum lot coverage allowed is 25%, and the lot coverage provided is 31.5%. This is an open roof over with a 10 by 3.5 foot shed, 3.5 foot shed that is used for pool supplies. This also provides an outdoor kitchen. I did speak with the homeowner prior to the hearing, and he agrees that if the board does grant this special exception, he understands that one of the conditions would be that it cannot be enclosed. Mr. de la Cruz had this structure installed after his in-ground pool was put in, not realizing it required a permit. When he scheduled the building inspection to close his pool permit, the inspector told him he needed to file a permit for this. Tragically, in December of 2016, Mr. de la Cruz's wife, a police officer in the village of Freeport, took her life at age 35, and his whole world came to a standstill. He's trying to get everything back on track now and close his open permits. As far as Mr. de la Cruz knows, there's no complaints from the neighbors, and we're respectfully asking the board to grant this variance.
He appears to have a room inside. There's a door. I'm looking at the photographs. What's inside that room?
That's a shed where he keeps his pool supplies and things. There's no bathroom or anything in there. No,
I assume there's electrical and there's no heat,
no heat, but electric, yes,
and he would agree to a condition that that continue in that fashion.
absolutely.
He also, I mean, if this application was approved, there's an open building permit for the in-ground pool. Is that going to be
Yes.
closed out, or has it been closed out?
He is getting he needs a gas permit filed by a licensed plumber for the heater, so he's working on that right now as well.
Have
The
you
plum-
been to the property?
Yes.
And in your opinion, would the fencing that encloses the pool meet our code as far as safety issues, people entering it from the outside?
Yes, and actually the building inspector was there to close out the permit, and so he had all the safety issues, but held off on signing it off because of this
Yeah,
roof over. So he does have the alarms and gates swinging out and stuff closing.
okay, thank you.
Any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Move that the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. Ms. Pangallo, you'll be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered.
Thank you very much.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Next, we have case 1626, Oceanside, Ellen Sullivan Vasquez and Jonathan Vasquez, mother-daughter residence, second kitchen, also known as 109 Roosevelt Street. You swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Here we go again.
Yep. Please state your name and address for the record.
Lisa Koshia with Permits R Us, 338 Jericho Turnpike, number 396, Syosset, New York, 11791. Good morning and happy and healthy new year to the
Ms.
board.
Cuccia,
Yes.
where are your clients? It's a mother-daughter.
Yes, I have the dad with me today.
Would you ask him to step up, please?
Sure.
He can sit up there.
No, come on.
Oh, I said he can
Oh,
sit up there.
I'm sorry.
You thought I meant sit back.
Yeah, exactly. I can't help it.
Shall I throw a temper tantrum now?
Thank you.
Michael Sullivan, 109 Roosevelt Street, Oceanside, New York.
Good morning, sir.
So the application is for Ellen Sullivan Vasquez and Jonathan Vasquez.
And this is the dad of Mrs. Ellen Sullivan Vasquez. So this
Okay.
is
And
Mr. Sullivan.
he's gonna live in one of the units.
He will, yes, him and his
Okay.
wife.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm here representing Mrs. Ellen Sullivan Vasquez and her husband Jonathan Vasquez, who wish to obtain a mother-daughter approval. This property is located in a Residence B zone. They are proposing a side two-story addition and rear one-story addition, which complies with all zoning codes, so that they can have Mrs. Vasquez's parents move in with them. And that would be Mr. Sullivan that's sitting with me here and his wife, Mrs. Sullivan. Mr. and Mrs. Vasquez will reside in the primary and her parents will be in the secondary. The primary residence will be upstairs and the secondary residence would be on, I guess what you would consider the main floor. They are fully aware of the mother-daughter rules of one front door, one doorbell, one mailbox, and whatnot. Mr. and Mrs. Martinez respectfully request your approval.
But it has, no, it has like one floor when you come in, and it has a middle floor, and then it has a ground floor, but it's not really, what do you call this again, range? No.
Could be a split level.
It is a split level.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at the, I wanted to get to the doors first. Ground level, here,
The plans that are on file, that's as built,
1, 2,
That's what they're proposing to build, correct?
and none of that proposed construction requires a variance.
No, it should be as of As of right, there is no issues. It's just the mother-daughter that we're here for you today.
Ms. Cuccia, I apologize if Mr. Pellegrini already asked. Have you been to the house?
Yeah, no, I haven't been to this house.
I mean, I see there's 4 doors. I mean, I know there are very innocent reasons to have 4 doors in many instances. There's a front, there's 2 back doors, makes perfect sense. There's also a side door. And I know this house.
Right, it's a split level. That's okay. I don't think I have for the new construction. Super tiny. I see 2 on the first floor. It looks like 2 on the second floor. Am I correct? It's going to be 2 and 2. So 4 total bedrooms in the dwelling.
It should have a garage in there, so.
Bear with me here.
Yeah, it's super tiny, the writing. It's
Pardon me?
super tiny, the
I
writing.
know, bear with me here. On that first floor, trying to make sense of, it looks like there's a portion of the house surrounded by a dark, that does have some doors to the other rooms, but is sort of otherwise, well, I guess, yeah, the staircase has a door at the bottom. Is it that, I'll tell you what they're marked, new finished basement on existing basement. Then one's just called to remain, and one is called new storage. It looks as though those are kind of a separate interior section together. But I'm sure you have an explanation why that's not the case. I mean, I do see there are doors going out of them, don't get me wrong. But since there's a door at the bottom of the stairs, wait, do you see what I'm asking, Becky?
I'm not sure. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You see what I'm saying, Joe? You could.
I'm thinking, look, if I replace my front stoop, tore down the tree, because the tree is encroaching into my driveway, the roots pushing
Use this 1 second. I'm sorry. Thank you. I appreciate it.
the bluestone wall that I had constructed.
Also, I mean, looking at the foundation floor plan, and I'm trying to see the side door that I saw on the elevations, and I don't see it. I'm probably just missing it. Becky, where's that side door? Well, on the first floor, I saw a side door and a rear door, and then a rear door on the second floor and a front door on the second floor.
So here's the basement.
You need a variance? No. In the winter, my dog likes to go out and sit on the front stoop, and I gotta freeze my ass off waiting for her to come in. My favorite part, I love sitting on my front stoop. I like standing and watching things go by. I do. That's like one of my, it's like from Brooklyn. I used to sit on the Brooklyn. It's a good, I think it's good. I could sit out there and my wife beat it if it's warm enough. I just thought it's tight because they were on sale at, Miguel's had theirs on like, I get the polo ones because they last year. So I got a 5-pack. They just delivered it yesterday. I can't. I don't know. I put them under my suit because if I put a regular t-shirt on, it's too. I put the t-shirt on. Well, you don't have any muscles. You know, muscles not on. Plus, my underwear is expanded because I got, 9-10 inches. That's what I'm saying. El Grande. I'll call you El Grande from now on.
And this door. Second floor is this door and this door.
Four doors.
It's the cold that makes great. That's a door. Yeah, the elevation is not correct. Okay. Ms. Kuchia, I'm gonna have Ms. First show you what I was confused by.
Okay.
So we can see if, something seems amiss. Just like maybe a technical oversight.
This one. The two, like the shed. Deep.
They're looking at this, and then you have a front entrance and then a side entrance. So she's concerned about 4 entrances into the house, even though this is different. I'm sure this is kitchen, I'm assuming.
That's the kitchen.
Right.
Kitchen is here.
Okay, so this is
That's
kitchen.
like a dining area.
Oh, okay.
That's just like a little reading room.
Right.
This is the downstairs
basement,
apartment.
right?
That's a slider.
Right.
And there's a
And
side
the
door.
side door here. And where does that go into, the side door?
The kitchen. We're talking only maybe around that corner.
Right.
It's about 6 feet.
Okay.
Ms. Kuchia, so my interest was that there's a side door proposed on the new section that is side hinged.
Right.
Like a people door. Literally catty corner from a slider, so it doesn't seem necessary. But we'll address that in our deliberations, okay? As you know, just for the record here, as you know, the Board of Architectural Review reviews every application in immediate family residence, mother-daughter residence, and determines whether it's suitable to be used in that fashion and suitable to be restored back to its single-family dwelling status at the cessation of such use. They make recommendations. Sometimes then we give you an opportunity to address those issues, whether or not they are doable from the perspective of the applicant in terms of cost, safety, children, pets, etc. In this case, they have determined that your dwelling is suitable to be used in this fashion, and it is restorable to a single-family dwelling at the cessation of such use. Did you have this? You have that? Okay.
There's an indication that there's a 4-foot fence. Existing forward of the dwelling. You see that? Existing 4-foot PVC fence at 25 foot from front property line. Steps up to 6 feet.
He's saying that's his neighbor's fence.
It's his neighbor's fence.
Yeah.
That's what Google Earth shows.
He's going out to call.
Neighbor's fence, not your client's.
Neighbor's fence, yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions from the board?
No, sir.
Not, do I have a motion?
Move the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. Ms. Kuchia, you and your client will be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Next, we have cases 17 of 26 through 18 of 26. Uniondale, Jose Martinez. Special exception to maintain shed higher and larger than permitted, exceeding horizontal maximum on both sides, with lot area occupied variance. Variances, side yards aggregate, maintain cellar entrance attached to dwelling, also known as 1083 Van Buren Street. Ms. Kachia, you're sworn in from earlier. Please state your name and address for the record.
Lisa Koshia with Permits Are Us, 338 Jericho Turnpike, number 396, Syosset, New York, 11791. Good morning again, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. I'm here representing Mr. Martinez, who wishes to maintain a shed and cellar entrance. This property is located in a Residence B zone.
And have you been in the house?
Yes.
Excellent.
The existing shed with roof over is 9.5 feet high, where 9 feet is allowed, 15.8 feet long, where 12 feet is allowed, and is 336.46 square feet, where 144 square feet is allowed. The lot coverage is 31.6%, where the required is 27.5%. The cellar entrance has a side yard of 0.47, where 5 feet is required, and has an aggregate of 10 feet, 0.45, where 15 feet is allowed.
What was the aggregate again?
The aggregate is 10.45, where 15 feet is allowed. This is a 40,
The 4.45 is from the cellar entrance side.
right, pretty much.
Oh, aggregate, you're right. But still, that's the side with only the point. Thank you, Beck.
But it's included in the side yard.
Yes, of course.
So this
Yeah.
basically this side yard basement entrance encumbers the whole side yard.
Correct.
So should there be an emergency to get to the rear yard?
You'd
it's
have to
in-
go through the other side, which has about 10 feet on the other side of the house.
Do you know when that was built?
It was built, hold on. No, I'm not sure the year of when those steps were put in, but my client purchased the house in 2005, and in 2005, those steps had existed, so it had to have been over 20 years ago.
Does your client live in the house, just out of curiosity?
Yes,
Is he here?
yes,
Could you ask him to step up,
sure.
please?
Also, Ms. Kachia,
Yes.
I'm just trying to look here at,
Hi, Kevin Martinez, 23 Van Buren Street, Unionville.
this.
Could you tell me what's in the basement? Is it finished? Is there bathrooms, showers, bedrooms?
Yes. Yes, there's a bathroom and a shower.
In the basement. How many levels?
They want to know.
Basement, first floor, second floor.
Okay.
Ms. Kuchia, the permit search dated March 26, 2025 does not indicate that there's a finished basement.
No, we're currently filing for it.
What's the application number that you're filing for it? Do you know?
It's with this, correct? Hold on. I will get you a number. Yeah, 25, thank you, 25-4646.
Application for the finished basement.
Ms. Kachia,
Thank you.
on the site plan, it looks like there are two side entrances. Is that one being the cellar and one looks like something else? So looking at the basement plan, I see the cellar entrance on the floor plan, right? And then on the first floor, I see the side entrance into the dining room, right? And it appears, I guess, that the front entrance goes to the top floor.
room. Right, your main floor, first floor. Correct.
No, second floor. I mean, it goes in on the first floor and up to the second floor.
Correct. You can get to the second floor from the main floor by the living room, by when you come in. Is that what you're asking? Where that door enters into the living room?
No, I
or the
see
first
it.
floor?
It enters in the dining room. I mean, the living room.
Correct.
And then there are stairs to go up. Did you say you have been in this house?
Yes.
Okay. There is a door at the bottom of the stairs. How many people live in the house right now? Quante persone?
Yeah, my brother, his brother and brother-in-laws. Stay there.
So there are 4 currently living in the home.
Adults?
Adults.
No children?
No little ones, no.
Are they related to one another?
Yes. It's you, your
Todo?
Brother-in-law.
and brother-in-law. So it's Mr. Martinez. Mr. Martinez is his father, the father's brother, so his uncle, and brother-in-law.
Yeah, because like the way and you've been in the house and there's only one kitchen.
Yes. Currently, there is only one kitchen.
Okay. Including in the basement, which
Correct. There was a kitchen in the basement. It has been removed.
I see that. And there's the kitchen on the first floor and
Correct.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Do you know how long the side door on the first floor has been there?
I believe it was built with the home. Hold on. No, it doesn't say it on here. Side yard variance for stoop. I would assume 1957 because it says side yard variance for stoop.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry if you already said it. When was the cellar entrance put in?
The cellar entrance, I'm not sure when it was put in, but my clients purchased the home in 2005. And when they purchased the home, those stairs were there already. So it has to be over 20 years.
Okay.
And there is, the basement is finished already with the kitchen?
It is finished.
With a
but
kitchen.
it had a kitchen. It no longer has a kitchen. Still has a bathroom, but no kitchen.
When was the kitchen taken out? Was it while your client owned it or?
Yes, while my client owned it. It was recent.
Sure.
Are there people living in the basement?
No, there's no one currently living in the basement.
And from looking at the pictures, the entrance to the basement doesn't have any handrails on it, doesn't have anything.
No, it doesn't. It's just an open.
So do people go through the basement entrance to get into the basement, or do they do it through the house?
I guess you could do that, but with them living there, they just go through either the side door. Anytime I've been there, it's either the side door or the front door.
So you've been to the house and there's nobody living in the basement?
No, currently no. There's no one down there. You're welcome.
Ms. Cuccia, is that your case?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, are there any other questions from the board? If not, is there a motion?
I move the hearing be closed, the case placed on the decision calendar. When the board renders its decision, you will be notified. Thank
Second?
you.
All in favor?
Thank you.
Ms.
Have a great
Cuccia.
day.
Okay, this is the case we just did. That's a different case. Oh, that's why it's here. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. He's a good guy. Yes, please.
Next, we're going to recall cases 3 of 26 through 5 of 26, Wantagh. Gisela A. Palanca, mother-daughter residence, second kitchen, variance, rear yard, maintain awning attached to dwelling, maintain 6-foot-high fence forward of the dwelling, also known as 3491 Roger Drive. Mr. Oliver, you're sworn in from earlier. Ms. Palanca?
Where's the signage? Welcome, Ms. Polanco. Thank you for coming.
The name? Okay, Gisela Polanco, 3491 Rogers Drive, Wanta, New York, 11793.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Oliver, thank you for having your client come in. When we renew these applications, but in particular when we first hear them, we usually need the people here who are, and that we make some exceptions for a member or two, but we need some of them at least here. So quick questions. Can you just tell us who's living in the home and in what portion of the home?
Peter Lee, he's my partner, my husband.
Your husband?
Been for 35 years, but not married, but he's
Okay, husband it is.
the father of my two daughters. One of my daughters living with me.
Yeah, and your daughter, I forget, her middle name is
Kayla
Mercedes,
Lee.
Mercedes Lee. What's her first name?
Kayla
Okay.
Lee.
So Kayla's living upstairs, I think, Mr. Oliver told us, and you and your husband will live downstairs. Okay, that's great. I appreciate your coming. It's just part of the process. We have the driver's licenses with the address on file, so I think everything's good.
And you understand the mother-daughter requirements and conditions?
Did you tell her, Mr. Oliver?
Yes, the
Oh, yeah,
conditions
he
of
explained everything to me.
He did.
So if you sell your house, you don't sell it as a two-family. You have to let them know that if they want to continue to use it as a mother-daughter, they're gonna have to make an application to the building department and meet the requirements. And there are some, like they have to be owners, one party has to be on the title, et cetera, as you've gone through, okay?
Yes.
All right, and it will be renewed every 3 years, and I think, do they have them put their license in every 3 years, or do they just do a check? Anyway, there's a renewal every 3 years that doesn't come through our office. It comes through the building department, so it may just be administrative. Okay, thank you, folks. All right, if there are no further questions, do I have a motion?
I move the hearing be closed, the case placed on the decision calendar. When the board renders its decision, you will be notified.
Second. All in favor? Have a very nice day, folks. Thank you.
Appreciate the board's patience. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you. Stephanie, are you okay to do one more case or so? Oh, yeah. We're going to do the last morning case on the 9:30 calendar. Then we have 11 o'clock calendar, and it'll be 11 by then, but we're going to have, at 11 o'clock, we always give the court reporter like 10 minutes to rest your hands. There is a cafeteria if anyone wants coffee, and so it'll be probably 10 minutes from when we finish the 9:30 case before we start the 11 o'clock calendar. Go ahead.
Next, we have case 19 of 26, Near Valley Stream, 45 Arkansas Drive LLC. Variances, lot area occupied, side yards aggregate, construct dwelling with exterior cellar stairs attached to dwelling, demolish existing dwelling, also known as 45 Arkansas Drive. Please raise your right hand.
Good morning, Happy New Year. My name is Dorian Stith. I'm from Oyster Bay Drafting and Architecture, 68 West Main Street, in Oyster Bay, 11771. And representing the Mansouri family at 45 Arkansas Drive in Valley Stream. The Mansouri family are building their forever home. They found a property that they like in an area that they like, and what they want to do is they want to demolish the home that's there and build the home that they really want, that has all the things that they need at the same time. With the give and take of the design process that comes from someone wanting to do what they want to do and what they need to do, we unfortunately have a variance for coverage. We are in a RA zone. The maximum coverage in an RA zone is 25, and we are at 29.75% over. The aggregate in an RA zone for this particular property was at 17.8, and we are at 13.39.
Your chart.
The area of the lot is 6,097 square feet.
And what's the side yard variance you need?
The side yard we're looking for is, on one side is at 4.93, I'm sorry,
Mhm.
and 8.46.
What's your required in the RA?
8.89 for both.
So it's the cellar stairs that creates the side yard.
Yes.
And why do they need cellar stairs?
The, part of the things that the Mansuri family was looking for, well, one of the driving forces was that they have a special needs child. Their son is autistic and requires several visits from therapists, 5 days a week. So there was a side entry, and with the therapy room that's presumed for the son, it kind of I kind of like compressed a lot of the areas for the home, for the family, and things that they wanted to do. Like the family areas was very small. So what they did, what came up with the idea was to move everything as far as recreational spaces to the basement, and that's why they wanted a cellar entry.
What is the ceiling height in the basement, do you know?
It'll be 9 feet.
9 feet.
What, do they have a cellar in their current home?
Their current home has a cellar which is below ceiling height. So their current home does not have a finished basement.
No bath in the current basement?
Well, they do not live in this property. They bought the property, but their current home does have a basement. Does have a bathroom.
Yeah, I should ask, is there a bathroom in the house they're tearing down, in the basement?
I don't know. I have not visited the current dwelling.
Have they ever lived in the house they're tearing down?
No.
How many children are in the family?
Currently, right now, they have 2 daughters and a son. And I believe one of the mothers may be moving in. It hasn't been confirmed yet. It's come up in conversation a couple of times.
But they're only proposing the one kitchen, right?
Yes.
Well, that's a beautiful house.
Is that your client sitting back there?
No, no.
Yeah, so they're proposing cellar entrance on one side and, and the side, I'm trying to.
Right, where the cellar entry is? Right, and that side entry is to the therapy room. Because of the, from what they've told me, they have 2 to 4 visits daily, 5 days a week. So,
The therapy room is in the basement?
no, it's on the first floor. It's towards the, if you're looking at the, it's in the rear left corner of the home.
I thought you were saying they were creating the basement.
No, the basement is going to be like their family room.
There are neighbors here that want to be heard on this case.
Okay.
You 2 folks? Yeah, come on up. And
You can sit there. We can let him be heard here. Oh, it was my bad.
Oh, you-
Sorry.
I should let him sit there. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to swear you in, okay, sir?
Borstel Abousia, 39 Arkansas Drive, Valley Stream, New York.
Is that young lady with you? Is she going to testify too?
My wife.
All right.
Have you seen the plans by any chance? Have you?
Yes, I
Okay.
did actually take a look at them. And
Name and address already?
Before you begin, I did interrupt you. Are you finished with your testimony,
Yes.
subject to
Yes.
answering any questions? Okay.
Go ahead, sir. Tell us what you want us to know about this project.
so I've had an opportunity to meet the family. They actually currently live in a house around the corner.
Okay, can you
So-
pull the mic a little bit up? Yeah, it'll
Sorry.
adjust.
Yeah, they currently live in a house around the corner. They seem to be really nice people. The concerns that I had is the fact that they have the cellar being constructed with an entry into the cellar, and what we found in the area lately, there's been a bunch of people buying the houses and actually building cellars and renting them out, which greatly increases the issues with regards to parking. There is a mosque not too far away from the property, approximately a block away, where on Fridays they have their religious time, And it creates a really big problem for us because people park over the, the, um, the aprons of the parking lots, of the parking driveways. And so that's kind of a concern. We have cars that have been hit and run in the area because of this. So the only concern that I have, as I said, I met the family. They seem to be a pretty nice family. It's the seller, and is it going to be used as a rental, or is it actually going to be used by?
Well, it's not lawful to use it as a rental. I'm sure you know that. Let me ask Becky, as you look at that house, is there a way we could avoid a side yard variance by the side entrance to the therapy room, also providing a way to get to the basement, or?
If he pushes the cellar entrance further into the rear yard, then he won't require a variance before the board for the cellar entrance.
Okay.
He will still need a aggregate variance for the house itself.
Yeah, lot area occupied.
Yes, no, a side yard aggregate variance for the house itself, which he is only 0.6 under the aggregate.
Well, the aggregate, the side yard isn't just to the cellar stair, it's also to the corner of where the stoop is.
The cellar stair and the stoop are not considered part of the aggregate.
Right.
Okay, it's the house itself, which is under the required aggregate, which is over the required
You're
aggregate.
saying he wouldn't need the side yard variance?
He would need a side,
If he moves the,
he moves the cellar entrance further to the rear, it's as of right.
that's right,
He's still only for the aggregate for the house itself.
correct.
So
Okay.
you heard,
No, go ahead.
you heard you heard Rebecca first tell us what would be not required to do a side yard stairs.
Yeah,
It's a very
property is
significant
kinda
variance for
skewed,
you.
So we would have to moving the staircase further this way? Also move it closer towards the front, closer to the front, okay, because you said, closer to the front, okay. Okay.
She said that.
And the stoop can stay where it is?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's not part of the aggregate.
Okay.
The aggregate problem is here.
okay,
And here.
all right.
She did.
Okay, so, forward. All right, I'll talk to the owners. It doesn't seem like a big stretch, so I'll talk to them about that.
Okay.
Really insignificant. I mean, you look
Yeah,
at the scale.
Okay, so it sounds like there might be some talk about moving, because we don't disagree with you. We've seen, and I'm not suggesting that this particular applicant has any malicious intention, but if they sell the house someday, also that's a scenario where the next person might be considering using it in that way, and that's come before the board a lot, believe me. People are using cellar entrances to provide to access another living unit so they can rent. Taxes are high on Long Island, we get it. In addition to the cellar entrance, is there anything else that you wish us to know about this application?
No, absolutely not. As I said, I've met the family. They seem to be very nice people. And as you mentioned, it looks like it's going to be a beautiful house.
Yes.
I was just concerned about that because the house next door to them, 51, they've done that. They've actually broken a hole into the side of the house and actually put steps and are renting the basement.
You know,
So
there's an code enforcement arm of the building department. If you're seeing construction that you believe is not being done with the benefit of a building permit, that can often create safety issues and all kinds of issues. You can call the enforcement, and Ms. Hurst can give you the number or how to access that.
Okay.
Because there's
Like,
safety
you can
issues.
come see me in a minute and I can take care of that for you.
Okay, thank you.
Can I just say, to the neighbor, I have spoken to the owners, and within our numerous discussions and meetings, the notion of an apartment or, renting a rental property in the basement has never come up. I can't say that that's not, like you said, in the future, but in our discussions, that hasn't come up.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right. Now, sir, is there anything else you wish to tell us? Thank you, sir, for your input and for waiting so patiently. Go ahead.
Is consultation with the client to
Well,
move
we
it?
can close it and they can let us know, because then we'll just deny the seller entrance on that, and then they'll move
Or
it.
dismiss it, moot?
Yeah, yeah. So, what we'll do is we'll close the case now. We've taken all the testimony, we have all the materials. And then you'll do whatever you want to do on your end, and we'll wait to hear from you. You call the office, speak with Christina, our counsel, and then we will hold the case before we decide it, waiting to hear how that goes for you, okay?
Are you saying we have to submit revised blueprints to the building
No,
department?
well, I think the way it would work is that if we decide that that cellar entrance is too significant of a variance, and if you reach out to us and let us know that your client's gonna move it anyway, we would be able to decide your case. Potentially, we would deny the side entrance, which wouldn't mean you can't build it. It would mean you can't build it there. Let's say, for example, you reach out and say, we're gonna just move the cellar entrance. We don't need a variance for it. Great. We'll deny it. We'll decide the remainder of your case. And then you would probably have to submit new plans with the moved cellar entrance to the building department to get the permit to start the building.
Okay, so we
Right.
should wait until we get notification.
Well, I think what you need to do is first talk to your client and brainstorm about where you might prefer to put it if you don't get a side variance for that, leaving in place all the other variance requests, and then call our office and let us know what decision you've made. And we'll just hold the case before we decide it, I guess, and let you do that. And the answer to your question is, will you need to submit new building plans? The answer would be yes, but not to us, and you wouldn't have to come back to us. You'd go to the building department to get the permit with the cellar entrance in the new location.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do our part.
It would behoove you to contact your client as soon as possible.
Right.
Today even.
No, there will be a meeting today, yes.
Okay, but get back to Christina today so that it could possibly be decided today.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're gonna wait until February, what is it? January 21st.
Okay, so that being said, are there any other questions from the board? If not, is there a motion?
I move the hearing be closed, the case placed on a decision calendar. When the board renders its decision, you will be notified.
Second.
All in favor?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Take off the whole day. Oh,
Yeah.
second call.
Well, let's do it after. I'm sorry, but
We're going to take a 10-minute break in order to allow the court reporter to exercise her fingers so that she can go on, okay? We'll be back at about
We're gonna hold
11:25.
it. Did they show up? They didn't show up? What the hell? Did they call the office?
Come back.
Sorry. I have to go to for my son for college auditions for music. And then the day before that, I have another interview for my son's MIT representative, so it's crazy. Yeah, an MIT alumni here, he's got an interview. Wait, he's going to get I have twins. I have twins, that's why. So one twin, he wants to be a piano performance major, so I have to go to Ithaca the day of the hearing, and then the day before the hearing, my other son has an interview with an MIT alum out here. So it's gonna be crazy the next couple of months. So wants to be an engineer? He wants to major in mathematics and wants to be a quantitative analyst. So he's very bright. I remember when I was younger, 1959, I wanted to be an engineer in the space program. I wanted to work for NASA. So I went to a technical high school in Brooklyn. You want to be an engineer, that's pretty good. Yeah. Lasted a year. At the end of the year, I called my father up and said, Mr. O'Gara, someday your son might be good at something. Obviously, not engineering. Upon which they unceremoniously threw me out of the school. Best thing, that's one of the best things that ever happened. Because those guys, the space program, downturn, they had more than 60, and I saw some of those guys. A lot of them became attorneys.
Okay. Right.
We always think the best to last.
That's not us. Oh, it's her. Right, this is her. It's her.
All right, we'll ignore it.
Okay.
Patrick?
First, we're going to be second calling case 226, West Hempstead, Edward V. Borea Jr., renewal of grant to maintain 6-foot high fence, also known as 857 Bradley Street.
Okay, so
Sorry.
there's no one here on this case? Is there anyone here on that?
No idea what.
Okay, so Patrick, we're going to adjourn the case and issue a notice to appear next time?
Absolutely. We'll adjourn it to
Do we have a lawyer?
February 25th at 11 a.m.
2:25, 11 a.m. And you'll issue a notice to appear. All right.
And nothing with Adam?
Pardon?
Do we put anything to do with this? Did we adjourn this or no?
Adam. No, he needs amended plans. What was the outcome on 10? You need amended plans. He's got to modify the plans.
Okay. We'll be calling case 117503 Uniondale, Artash Bagdashrian and Yakov Kodahayev. Tried. I tried. Variances, front yard average setback, rear yard construct additions to existing medical building, variance in off-street parking, and permission to park in front yard setback, also known as 492 Jerusalem Avenue. You swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Please take a seat and state your name and address for the record.
Good morning, Chairman, members of the board. My name is Andrea Curto. Good morning. Good morning. I'm with the firm of Forcelli Deacon Toronto with offices at 333 Earl Ovington Boulevard, Uniondale, New York. On behalf of the applicants, I am not going to... I'm sorry? Oh, yes, I did tell him I was coming. I think he was here this morning, and he's coming this afternoon again. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. So yes, I'm here on behalf of the applicants. This is an application to remove an hours of operation condition that was proposed by
Can you
this
speak
board.
louder and more into the microphone? Because
Sure. This is an application to remove an hours of operation restriction that was imposed by this board in 2003 for another medical office use. The applicants seek to operate a citywide radiology office at this location. They're going to be providing radiological imaging services to the greater community. They do not require any other variances. It's just the hours of restriction condition that they're seeking to remove at this time.
what were the
What were the hours?
Yes.
and what do you want?
So Monday, Wednesday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Wait, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday.
This is what the condition stated.
Right, 8 to 3 on all three of those.
Yes.
Okay.
Tuesday, 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. and Sunday closed.
Okay, and just out of curiosity, what kind of medical office is it? Because those are not conditions that I would have expected in terms of what times it is open.
So that one was an internal medicine practice.
Okay.
They had 3 physicians. We're proposing a radiology office.
Same number of physicians?
No, only 1 physician, 5 technicians, and about 5 support staff at, not all at the same time.
5 techs.
Will it be appointment only, or are there walk-ins allowed?
I believe it's appointment.
And what hours do you request?
So they have another location in Brooklyn which operates 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. So that's the proposed hours of operation. However, they would like some flexibility. I don't know if you have to have set hours of operation. Like, for example, if the community needs them to open at 8 a.m., they would like to be able to do that.
So you're saying even if we got 9 to 8, I'm sorry, 7 days a week, that still might not always be, there might be times, okay.
Ideally, we would like to be able to set our hours based on community need. So if we could do that, that would be great. If that's an issue, then
Understood.
Yeah.
And are there any limits in your prior grant as to the number of employees on the premises at one time and the number of doctors?
It was limited to 3 physicians. And
That's the only limit it had?
that's the only limitation.
Okay, so I'm,
That decision by any chance?
Yes, it's in the record. We gave you a petition, and it's in the record.
okay, so obviously the number of doctors restriction is easily, you only have 1, and
We only
even
have
if you
1.
added 2, and there was no prior restriction on the number of people who are employed.
That is correct.
Can you just tell me out of curiosity what if you know, what was your parking shortfall when you got the parking grant variance?
There were 30 parking stalls required, 11 were provided, and we're not changing that.
Okay, and do you know, if you know what the what was, see, oftentimes these hours are related to a parking variance. They can be, because it's, if someone makes the argument that I don't need more than 11 spots because there's for example, a municipal lot right there, or there's a restaurant there and the restaurant's not open when we're open, so that therefore it logically points to the fact that even though you only have 11 that are counted that you own. So do you know if the prior parking variance, which is relatively significant, 34 down to 11, was in any way justified by the applicant or the board based on some relation to the hours that, because that's usually how that would end up like.
Understood. So from what I saw in the record, I read the hearing transcript, there was a property owner, adjacent owner, that had an agreement with these owners, and that became part of the record. So the hours of operation actually were not even discussed at the hearing, but there were discussions.
Must have been discussed
with the civil.
Otherwise, there wouldn't have been an imposition.
It was not an issue with respect to the parking variant.
Oh, okay, so it was discussed, but not relative to parking, as
Right.
far as you know.
Right.
Okay, and is that agreement still in place?
The agreement still in place. I mean, yes, it would still be in place. It's part of the.
Was it a written agreement?
Yes, it's part of the record. We provided a copy of it.
Oh, you submitted a copy of that
We did.
agreement, and it is in fact still in place?
Yes.
Okay.
It's part of it, and it's part of the conditions of the approval that the town adopted.
Right, and also as it relates to the employees, so looks like you have about 11 people there, not including patients.
But not at the same time. So there wouldn't be 5 technicians there at the same time.
There would not be?
No. There's 5 technicians that are employed, that will be employed, but they're not all 5 going to be there at the same time.
How many roughly are there? How many people with the doctor are on the premises as employees at usually at?
5.
5 total. So like 2 support staff, 2 techs, and a doc.
Yes.
Okay, so I can't even remember. I had an important question, but it must not have been that important. Oh, in that parking discussion previously, if you know, was there, was there some information given about, oftentimes in these, it'll be, oh, the employees are going to be parking, on the street or over here to free up the spots for the customers, patients. Is that, do we know if there was any information about where the employees, because with 5 employees, at least 6 spots?
Right. So I'm not sure how they left it off, but they were talking about leasing other space for the employees, and I don't know to what extent they
Okay.
actually did do that. But we also are exploring leasing parking for our employees at 482 Jerusalem, and there's 10 spots there.
So you would have,
That in relation to this.
It's he said it was an adjacent lot.
okay, and that's not the lot that you have a contract with, that's a written contract, right?
No, we don't have it yet. They're exploring the possibility.
No, the other one that you said is still in place.
What is still in
The other parking agreement that you alluded to earlier, that you testified is still in place. That is a written agreement.
So the parking agreement was the agreement between the neighbor and the owner stating the hours of operation, stating, it wasn't a parking agreement, it was an agreement between the neighbors as to the hours of operation.
Oh,
Sorry,
so-
I misunderstood your question.
Yeah, no problem. So where was the prior owner putting all the cars? Like if,
Again, I really don't know where the prior owner was putting the cars. I know there was discussion about the prior owner leasing space for, his employees, but I don't know where he was putting them.
Is he going to need to lease space again?
So they're exploring it. We don't know to what extent they're going to need it, but they're going to do what they can to get leased space for their employees.
okay, is this, I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with this exact location. Is it part of one of those, I call them strip mall, or those places where there's multiple businesses that share a parking lot?
No, not. He said it was a dental lab, and that this portion of their parking lot, no one's using it right now. They're storing vehicles.
So I'm just, if we're, again, tying this back to the hours of operation, again, I would never have expected you to say that the hours were 8 to 3. Even at office, I would have expected it was like 8 to 6 or something like that.
Yeah,
So I'm just wondering if the prior board, whoever, when was this done? Maybe I was on.
20 years ago.
Okay, so I was. If the prior board, I just want to figure out if extending to these hours is going to create a lot of cars with nowhere to put them, that the prior orders were, because otherwise I can't see these prior hours having been. But where will the cars go, if you know?
There's parking on the street. There's no restriction on the street. There's parking on Jerusalem on both sides. So there's 11 stalls again on the site. So I mean, I believe there's like 5 machines. So I don't think there's going to be more of a demand than that.
Sometimes when we get grant parking variances, and again, I understand you're not here for the parking variance now, but just because the hours are often so related, sometimes applicants propose things like, I'll make sure my employees park on the street to keep the spots open for the patients. Is there something like that you think would be plausible if we were to? Okay, I'm sorry, Ms. First has something.
Has an application been filed for the alteration to the building to a radiology from a internist office?
Yes.
What's the application number?
I don't have the application number.
Okay, but it already is in the process?
Yes.
With the town, you mean?
What triggered this, my clients did not know about this condition of approval until after they filed their building permit application. They wanted to do internal renovations and then, fix the facade and also put in landscaping. That was their.
Also put in what?
Landscaping.
Okay, and that was with the town. Sometimes people answer that question referring to the state. Like when she asked you if they filed an application to switch it to that kind of business radiology, she didn't mean anything you file with the state, like, whatever their requirements
We
are.
filed a town building permit application.
Great, thank you. She'll be able to find it.
I think what Ms. First is aiming toward is what the parking requirements may be for the new use, which would make a better presentation to us.
Or is that it already?
That was it. Just,
Okay.
by the way, it's been a state of disrepair for years.
Right.
It's a mess. And they're storing vehicles on that. The parking lot has never been paved.
Well, my clients do want to make improvements there, and they want to make it a state-of-the-art facility, so.
So I'm looking now on the Google Maps, okay? So the contract for parking you're pursuing, I don't know if you can see this, and I don't have it directional, but if I was facing the building, then there's a spot to the right of the building, and there is a gray building. Is it with this building that you propose, or who owns that parking lot?
I believe that's part of their lot.
I mean, it could be, I have no idea.
Their lot.
Okay, so the whole thing is their lot?
Yeah.
Not just the half? Okay, so is it maybe the other side? Where's the, you said it was an adjacent property? This is the subject property as far as I'm told.
Right.
So where's the land?
Is it 482 Jerusalem?
Yeah, oh, hold on, Joe. She says it's 482. He's very familiar with that area, but okay, go ahead.
482 Jerusalem.
It looks like that's 492.
That's the subject property.
Yes, that's the subject.
No, we don't know. Is that 482?
I don't know. We'll find out.
No, the subject property is 492.
Oh, okay, so she was. Oh,
No.
you're saying the contract is being, and he said it's adjacent? I'm sorry, Joe. Hold on.
Wait. Now you're driving.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
And I should not be driving. Sorry.
Come on.
You can stay up here for a sec. I just want to see the lot.
482, right?
That's correct. So there's about 10 parking spaces there.
Yeah, but
Hold on, no, Joe, just don't worry about that yet. Let's get us to it.
482 Jerusalem.
And they don't have
Here,
a lease
let's
yet.
there.
They're looking to get a lease.
I understand. We just want to get a full picture because I'm guessing that it's a very high chance that those hours closing at 3 were likely proposed by the applicant in support of the parking variance. I could be wrong.
No, that's not what the transcript said.
Oh, okay,
The transcript is actually part of the
Okay,
application.
I don't know what the building
Okay,
is.
that's 482. Is that,
Right.
have you seen the building?
I have not seen it.
Oh, okay. So that looks like, but that's a house. I just want to see. Oh, and there's the place. Okay, well,
He advised that they're using it for storage of vehicles right now, and that they could
the
potentially get 10 cars.
the
in there.
potential lessee.
Yeah, but they can't.
So this is the subject property. That's the subject property's parking lot. And then she says 482, which is that house apparently, is the one with whom they're talking about a contract. Yeah, we'll have to, a contract for parking, but a house.
Okay, so.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, no, it's fine, we're just trying to do our due diligence. 482 contract, 492 business. Okay.
They told me it was a deck lot.
Their building or the other building? Other building. So they say 480,
Hold on, my client's building was an insurance.
no, you were told that 482 content. Okay, okay, I think, we have enough information we can look and figure it out. No. I just wanted to know the basics, so where the cars are. Okay.
Anything you want.
Okay, I think, yeah, I mean, I think you've given us enough information and then the materials for us to figure out if, if that would, so what you're actually requesting is not.
Well, just to clarify a couple of things, this board.
Wait, just let me say, so you're actually requesting at a minimum to go from 9 to 8, but in a perfect world, you would like not even those restrictions on your hours of operation?
Only because we don't know
No,
with this
yes.
community.
Is the
That's
answer
correct.
yes?
The answer is
Okay,
yes.
that's all. Okay, good. Thank you. I'm not trying to cut you off.
Okay.
I want to be clear on the record of what your request is.
Any other questions from the board?
Ms. First, is there an application file that you could find?
I have a building permit that was issued. I am right now trying to review and determine actual parking calculations.
Okay,
And when was the building permit issued?
Recently,
okay, good. Listen, they're trying to clean up a dump. I get it.
Yeah, but it's the cart before the horse.
Not really.
Yes, it is, because she doesn't know, we don't know what the parking calculations are for the new application.
But from the applicant's perspective, they're coming for hours. So she probably had no idea that any of us would, how much that in our world is tied. So that's fine. We can analyze it. And, there are other reasons why it's a relevant request.
I did read through the hearing transcript, and the focus was not on the hours of operation. So.
Well,
We
to be
have it.
perfectly honest with you,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
We'll review it.
Yeah.
We'll review that.
It must have been raised because we wouldn't just arbitrarily impose those hours, even if we are, arbitrarily thought, let's limit their hours. As a medical office,
Right. My
we never
understanding
close at 3,
it was an
for
agreement
example.
between the neighbors and the Civic
Yeah.
Association and these doctors.
Yeah, we'll look into it.
And I guess it worked for them. Maybe they didn't need
Yeah, I'm
longer
guessing
hours.
that's right. I'm guessing they said, listen, we only want to be open these hours.
Right.
You know.
So it worked for them.
Yeah, 100%. I'm sure you're right. So we'll look into it.
We'll review it.
Any-
Okay.
Joe,
I just
any
wanted to know too that my client's business really will not be viable without this restriction being removed.
Understood.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think it's reasonable.
Any other
It's an
questions?
unreasonable restriction.
Any other questions from the board?
Mo-
Do I have a motion?
Move the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. Ms. Curto, you'll receive a copy of the board's decision by mail once it's rendered.
Thank you very much.
Second.
Thank you for your time today.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
We didn't mean to make you feel like we're putting you through the ringer.
That's okay. No worries. Thank you.
Thank you, hon.
Done.
Okay.
It's a sexist remark. Pardon?
Next, we'll be calling case 8311 Levittown. Ava Marie DeLeo, Lonnie Joel Jimenez, Rosalina Horton, John Drew Jimenez, Dina Marie Jimenez, immediate family residence, second kitchen, also known as 41 Horn Lane.
Which one?
Eva Marie DeLeo, 41 Horn Lane, Levittown, New York, 11756.
I think it's to turn that on. Is it on? I don't
Yeah,
think it's on.
tap it, will you?
Yeah, not on.
No, it's not on. Glad you're paying attention.
Nikolai DeLeo, 41 Horn Lane, Levittown, New York, 11756.
I'm sorry, you already gave your name?
Yes.
Oh,
Well, can you give it again?
No, actually not. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Let's see, you folks are here for an immediate family residence, is that correct?
Yes.
Did you, when you applied, I apologize, my bad. When you applied, were you given a set of the conditions on a mother-daughter, an immediate family, we use the term interchangeably, to let you know that it's unique to you, et cetera?
Yes.
When you originally applied, it looks like the application had 4 people. This application now has 5 people. Who was added?
No, eliminated.
Dana Marie?
You're going to have to speak into the microphone.
I'm not sure who was.
Dana Marie Jimenez. The original application provided for Lonnie, Eva Marie, Nicole, and Marcolena. Now you switch some people around. Eva Marie, Lonnie.
Just tell us who's going to live in the house.
So those were the residents at the time. The current residents are myself, Nikolai
Wait,
DeLeo.
you got to say it by names.
Nikolai DeLeo on the second floor, and Eva Marie DeLeo.
Right.
Eva
Marie.
Okay,
One
and
word,
that's
Eva Marie.
what floor?
And that she is on the first floor.
Okay. Anyone else?
That is it.
So
2 occupants.
you are those 2 people,
That is correct.
and you're each taking a floor.
Correct.
Okay. And how long?
Just a minute. You're the only 2 people who are going to live in this house?
Hopefully there'll be more.
Okay.
That is correct. We are the only 2 people living at the home currently.
Okay.
Yes.
So you've eliminated a number of people.
My uncle Lonnie got married,
Mhm.
and he moved in with his new wife. They are happily in Wantagh. And
Great.
my sister also got married and lives in North Carolina.
Okay.
She is.
Part of this process was Gail, did we take a new one of those sheets that says the people? Because this is a unique situation. While we're looking for that, may I ask you, your renewal or why did how did it come to be that your mother-daughter expired?
Unfortunately, I was unaware of the renewal process. When my uncle moved out, and I did not file the renewal, I believe, in 2017. And then I believe that is how we got to here today.
Wait, I thought that mother-daughters.
He needs to be consulted.
Okay, yeah, because I didn't even know they file. I thought on mother-daughters, it's a 3-year cycle, but we initiate it. The building department initiates it.
Are they the only ones living in the house?
Yes, now they are.
So there's no other people living in the house? It's
Correct.
one living unit?
Pardon me?
It's only one living unit?
No, one has 1 floor and one has the other floor.
There are
Oh,
2
one has-
kitchens. 2 kitchens.
There are
in the
2
home?
kitchens.
But my question is, there's a different group of people than there were. So do we have paperwork to reflect that?
Yes.
That's one thing.
There should
My-
be, yes, there should
Okay,
be paper there.
my second question is,
Here.
my second question relates to how it ended up expiring. And he felt that he failed to do something, but I thought those were initiated each 3 years by the building department. So I'm just wondering how we got here.
When was the expiration? On
2017.
2017, so the catch-up would have been during COVID, so that's probably what happened.
So we probably just didn't send our thing out?
Yes.
Expired in 2007.
No,
Right, but the catch-up, when we send notices out, we don't send we give them a chance, and we don't send the inspector
Okay,
out.
so it could have just fallen through the cracks
No, we
because
sent out a couple
basically
notices.
administratively, potentially, but
Yes.
But it's through no fault of his, apparently.
No.
Okay, great.
Well,
So,
they can share the fault because they got a notice that it expired.
but I'm not sure how relevant it is right now.
If you
Okay, let's just get the correct it. Dude, come on. Can we do
No,
it?
go right ahead.
Can we correct it? Okay, so,
We have Eva Marie is going to live in the primary housekeeping unit, and Nikolai is going to live in the second unit. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And this is an application for an immediate family residence as opposed to a mother-daughter residence that was initially granted. Is that correct? So which unit is
that
this?
I am unsure about. I thought we were trying to apply for a mother-daughter.
Well, that's not what the caption says. It says immediate family residence, second kitchen.
I apologize. What does that
That
mean?
has to do with the size of the units.
Okay.
All right?
hold on a second.
It's apparently the same parameters, requirements, et cetera, but it's a different relationship from mother, child, to siblings. So he moved out. So now they're qualifying.
Do we own them? But one of these two people is not. Are one of you two on the title?
So yes.
Great.
Yes.
Do we need to recaption it right now? Okay, Mr. Chairman, I would move that we recaption this case 83 of 2011, which is Eva Marie DeLeo et al., from an immediate family residence to a mother-daughter residence, which carries basically all the same attributes and all the same restrictions.
Second? All in favor?
Aye. Okay, so
Opposed?
we got your caption fixed. Okay.
Now, you've explained the reason for the expiration.
Which has been confirmed by our senior plans examiner from the building department, I know. And you're aware of all the conditions that pertain to this. One of the, as you know, one of the people living there has to be the owner, and we change it to mother-daughter relationship. Becky, if, let's say, two more people move in, one with each of you, they just file an amended something with us, or how to, at the building department? Okay. All right, so if more people move in, just, or if you have a different child who moves in and you move out, just keep the paperwork accurate, okay?
And you're aware of all the conditions attached to mother-daughter. It has to look like a one-family home, one mailbox, one doorbell.
1 meter.
1 meter. Do you have, how many cars do you have?
Just one vehicle.
And is there room to park the vehicle off the street?
Yes, there is a driveway.
Okay. You have a garage there?
No garage.
No garage. Okay. All right. Any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Move the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. You will be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
May I ask one of you, his renewal date will start for, if we grant this after deliberating on it. This is the new 3-year anniversary, right? Not the old one that was with the 2011 grant?
I'm going to have to amend it.
Oh, so the original date. So your well, what if that's a year from now? So basically, we're just reinstalling.
We changed the whole thing from an immediate family to a mother-daughter, so the mother-daughter should begin, assuming the board grants it.
Right, but because it's carrying the old case number, the question is, see, I just want him to be aware for his own edification, so that if it's the old date and that's a year from now, his renewal will be again in a year, and then do the 3 years. Or if
the
it's,
old date,
that's what she's saying it is.
If it's the old date in 2017, the renewal already expired.
Once, but,
Every 3 years from that date.
okay, so it is the old date. All right, but what year? Just so he's aware to look for it. Of 11.
This would be from 127, correct?
One what?
So it would be from 127.
Was it granted on 11 or 12?
I don't know which date it was granted. It expired in 17.
Okay, so 17. So then it would be 20, 23, 26.
That's what I said.
So it would be like right now. Like 2 weeks from now, it'd be renewing.
It's going to be 29.
29.
Okay, great. That's all I wanted to, so he doesn't.
14th, 19th, 20th.
Christina, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, sure. He was not going to be looking. Correct. Okay, so it works out that this is actually the right year.
Oh, good.
So it will be 3 years from now when you just want to watch for the renewal thing, okay?
I'll be receiving that in the mail.
Yeah, well, you live at this address, right?
100%.
And this is the address on it, I presume.
Don't
Okay.
do that again.
100%.
Skip
Just,
the date.
if you don't
Oh,
get
no,
it,
I
make
will
sure you
not.
keep it in your mind.
I will.
Every 3 years, okay. That being said.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, we already closed the case, didn't we? All
Thank
right,
you.
you're free to go. Have a nice day. Thanks for your patience.
Have a great rest of your day.
You too.
That concludes the morning calendar.
I want to go inspect that. and also
Wait a
take
minute,
measurements,
wait a minute.
too. We issued, Oh, that's right. Yeah, we're waiting to hear back because
We will.
because, yeah. Because
We will.
that's when you're out on John. So what we.
So we will do some decisions because we have about 15 minutes. All right. Case 1 of 2026, New Lawrence, SPHHF, Sub Lawrence LLC. This is a renewal of a sign application located at 640 Rockaway Turnpike. Do I have any questions from the board? If not, do I have a
I
motion?
have a motion on file number 1 of 26 North Lawrence, renewal of a grant to maintain double-faced sign at 640 Rockaway Turnpike be granted, temporary, granted with 5 years, same conditions.
Second. I said second? Yep. Oh, okay, fine.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Nope, okay.
Okay, Madam Chairman.
Yep.
Case 2 of 2026, West Hempstead, Edward V. Boria Jr. That's renewal of a grant to maintain a 6-foot-high fence. That case has been adjourned to February 25th at 11 a.m.
Is that was an order to appear, you said?
Notice to appear. Cases 3 through 5 of 2026, Wantor, Gisela A. Polanca, that's a mother-daughter case. We were keeping that one open, correct?
No, she came, remember?
Oh, she came? I was out of the room. I was out of the room at that point.
That one
So-
you, John, mentioned about not enclosing something. I wrote down not enclosing.
The awning, what they referred to as an awning attached to the door, it's a roofed over porch.
That's case number 4.
Mm-hmm.
But you will have
But
to call
that's
it
to
an
be
awning
kept
so it
open.
connects up with the
Yeah.
calendar.
All right, any comments from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
I move case 3 to 5 of 26 in Wantagh, Gisela Polanca, located at 3491 Roger Drive, be approved as requested with the caveat that case number 4 remain open, the awning remain open.
Not further
Should
enclosed.
the fence be 5 years?
Correct,
Okay,
yes.
so we
Fence 5 years and the awning
remain
remain
open.
open.
Christina, do you
Second.
always put fence conditions? Or do we need to say?
When there's a fence.
It's good to say, but we do.
Okay, good.
Second.
Case number, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, case number 6 of 2026, Seaford. Dana, I'm not even going down the road to try to,
Property?
it's Schizopaniac and Portia Lack. That's Schizopaniac, okay. Special exception to maintain second accessory structure as shed not permitted in the side yard located at 2468 Aaron Drive in Seaford. Do I have any questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Cat, you're up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Joe. Yes, Mr. Chairman, I would move as to case 6 of 2026, as you previously described it, affecting the property at 2468 Aaron Drive in Seaford, be approved as requested.
Second,
Others?
all in favor?
Aye. There are no
Opposed?
shed conditions, right?
Cases 7 through 9 of 2026, Wantor, Anthony and Jennifer Pagano. That's a special exception to maintain an accessory structure, pavilion and pantry, kitchen, changing room higher and larger than permitted, et cetera, et cetera. That case has been adjourned to February 25th at 11 a.m. Case 10 of 2026, that's Belmore, Christopher Patton, variances, height, maintained dwelling with garage, which is below the design flood elevation and without required flood openings. Want to modify that? They're going to modify those plans? Go ahead.
We're still waiting to hear back, but.
All right.
But I think
We may
that,
hold that until this afternoon,
Correct.
sounds good.
HPM. Okay, cases 11 through 14 of 2026. Roosevelt, Kevin W. and Lorraine Alexander. Special exception to maintain a shed higher than permitted, exceeding horizontal maximum on two sides with side yard setback variance. Variance, side yard, maintain AC unit attached to dwelling. Variance, lot area occupied, construct a wood deck with the sunroom thereon, attached to a dwelling. Maintain a 7-foot high fence. Property address is 27 Grenada Avenue in Roosevelt. Do I have any comments?
Two things I would just say, but I'll leave someone else to make the motion. We spoke about no heat in the sunroom going forward. You mentioned that, Mr. Chairman. And I think that when we're granting this 7-foot fence, I think it's fine where it is if we're going to grant it. But I think we should have like one sentence saying that it is limited to that location. I just feel like the next person buys the house and they go, oh, let's put that 7 foot all the way down.
Or else make it temporary so it can be verified.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, you know?
Well, but it's not forward of the dwelling. Okay, either way.
And then,
Not just a pretty face.
yes, so we were amending, I believe that was.
Yeah, I did it at the hearing.
We did that.
Yeah.
Yep,
Thank you.
yep, so, that's case 11 was amended from side to rear.
Mhm. Any other questions or comments? If not, do I have a motion?
Go ahead, Joe.
I move that case 11 to 14 of 2026 in 27 Granada Avenue in Roosevelt be granted with what we just discussed.
Which is no heat in the sunroom, and the 7-foot fence is a temporary grant of 5 years.
And limited,
Okay,
and amended.
and we amended.
Oh, and amended, yeah.
All right.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Case 15 of 2026, Christian Dela Cruz, special exception to maintain an accessory structure, an outdoor kitchen with a roof over the shed,
Oh my.
higher and larger than permitted, exceeding horizontal maximum with less than required side yard setback and with lot area occupied variance. Property address is 2031 Shore Drive in Merrick. There's a condition that of course, the outdoor kitchen or the shed, whatever you'd like to call it, not be further enclosed. Other than that, do I have any other comments? And if not, do I have a motion?
I make a motion on case 15 of 26, Merrick Christian Dela Cruz, special exception to maintain accessory structure higher and larger than permitted, exceeding horizontal maximum at 2031 Shore Drive, be granted with the condition that there's no heat in the shed and the kitchen can never be enclosed.
Electric, is they have lights?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I thought it was no. I wrote plumbing and heat, but okay. Aye.
Okay.
Merrick.
Let's see.
Yeah, Merrick.
Just a minute. Okay. Case 16 of 2026 in Oceanside, Ellen Sullivan Vasquez and Jonathan Vasquez. This is the mother-daughter. Residents, there was a comment about the side entrance.
Yeah, I would, in discussion here, there are 4 entrances to the house, 2 sliders in the rear at 2 different levels, a front at the same level as one of the sliders, and then there's a side door into the kitchen, literally feet from the slider into the kitchen. And that side door, I guess the building department calls them side hinged doors. My recommendation is that we deny the side hinge door because it's completely unnecessary and lends itself, not necessarily with regard to this applicant, but in the future, it could lend itself to being used as a separate entrance.
Okay. With that caveat, anyone like to second that motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. That was Dela Cruz, huh? That was 16.
Yep.
All right, next one is 17 and 18 of 2026 Uniondale. Jose Martinez, special exception to maintain a shed higher and larger than permitted, exceeding horizontal max on both sides, with lot area occupied variance. Variance is side yard aggregate. Maintain the cellar entrance attached to dwelling. Any comments about this case?
I would I would suggest that the side entrance, the basement entrance be denied.
Other than that,
Other than that, I would move that the case.
I think the shed should not be enclosed because that shed was not really a shed. It was like kind of
Right.
open.
Yes.
Yep.
Well,
Yes.
half open, half closed.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Okay.
no further enclosure and,
And make sure the shed has no plumbing or heat.
Or electric, the shed.
Well, they can have electric, if they want to light. I understand that.
second, so with those caveats, somebody like to second that motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
So that was a denial of cellar entrance, right?
Yes.
Correct, I have
That's right.
17 granted with
That's right.
conditions, 18 denied.
Okay. 19, I have a question mark because I was out of the room. So,
Yeah.
We were waiting for
Oh, this
the
is the one.
gentleman to come back and let us know if they are willing to move the exterior cellar stairs to be zoning compliant.
But also, I feel like if we discuss that, we would end up, denying that cellar staircase. And then he would move it as he kind of already, all right, we'll wait.
Want to wait?
Well, it's looking like,
Whatever you guys want to do.
well, there's no harm in waiting.
I mean, you could deny.
She's given.
You could deny the side yard. If you deny the side yard, my understanding is they have to move it.
Forward. Yes.
I would say that when we do new homes, right, we always have a new home, we always have. So that's the only thing I want
No, but I would say deny the. And then you're gonna do move it. No, deny the cellar.
I was not a side yard, but we always have a condition for the home construct where there be no exterior cellar entrance. That's what we always have as a waiver condition. I know that this is potentially unique, but.
No, it's wrong. That's the opposite.
When we have a new home, one of our standard design conditions is no exterior cellar entrance. That's a standard condition. No, I mean, he's really getting down to us, but yeah, it's just something that we should consider, because. Correct, we never permit those. Every new home, every subdivision, with the exception of if it's to maintain a house that's existing. But, yeah. Okay, so he was gonna get back to us, if they move the cellar entrance to a foot forward, it's gonna be zoning compliant, they don't need relief for that. But again, they need relief for other things in this board, and as a standard condition, we have in every subdivision, every new home construct, it's no exterior cellar.
So ideally,
So
we don't have to opine on the cellar entrance, and he comes back and says, we're moving it, we don't need relief from you, and then we're out of the picture.
that's what we always
No,
have.
it would be consistent because we wouldn't be granting.
No. We have as a standard condition for new constructs and subdivisions. Every new construct is no exterior cellar entrance. We have that down in.
But you suggest, if he calls back and says, listen, I don't want relief from cellar entrance, take it off. Okay, then we don't opine on it. Or you're saying, you're suggesting.
Correct.
Okay, you're suggesting that we would still opine on the cellar entrance by way of the other issues.
Correct, our standard conditions. Correct, so separate and apart from where it's located, we don't permit this for new home constructs. I can wait and figure out what we want to do. I mean, unless we have.
I just don't see why it's problem. Why wait? Why are we gonna wait? We're not gonna do it.
I move that this case be granted. All case number 19 of 2026, 45 Arkansas Drive LLC. It's located at 45 Arkansas Drive near Valley Stream, that it be granted with the usual new construction.
Hold on, but what about this?
You want to deny the side
Does
yard?
anything else need side yard on that
My
application?
understanding, the only thing that encroaches on that one
That
side
cellar
yard
entrance.
is the cellar entrance.
So we would deny side yard, assuming, we're assuming in denying side yard that it won't affect the rest of the proposed construction.
And with the usual new construct condition.
Yeah, got it.
Which is going to include a recitation that there's no exterior cellar entrance.
Right.
So we're denying the cellar entrance, but we're not going to say that.
Not specifically, it's just
Okay,
part of the
okay.
program.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
And we have you as absent,
yeah. So 1175 of 03. Do we want to talk about that? Because I don't know that 7 days, 8 to 8 without.
I think we have to pull
Specifically-
materials on that. I think we have
Yeah.
to inspect it. I think we have to talk about.
And I think, I mean, if I was a neighbor and I got a notice of this, to hear testimony regarding a request for modification for hours.
You wouldn't put you on notice of the
Doesn't put
significant
me on
change.
notice that they want a 7-day-a-week operation there.
I think we need to
So
inspect it and get more information.
I'm not happy to do it.
Honestly, there's nothing to inspect.
The only caveat is we don't really have the authority.
It needs a full-blown hearing. There wasn't any testimony regarding parking, that use versus this old use. There's a pending application in the buildings department that has not been thoroughly reviewed.
Yeah, and I think we wait for
It's not
that.
been pending, it's been, a permit's been granted.
So-
That was the genesis of this case. A permit was granted. When the permit was granted, it was uncovered that there was this old decision. So that's why they came in for a modification of the old decision.
But wait, how did the building department grant it without addressing whether or not the parking changed?
They did address it.
Oh, so they calculated the number.
The building
You
department
assume.
found.
Hold on.
The building department reviewed the application, it was for interior alterations. The
Okay.
building department found that it was going from the same use to the same, a medical office to medical office.
Okay.
And upon their review, they found that it was the same parking deficit, so it didn't need further relief from this board.
So 11 to
with the ex-
34, and it got the credit for that. Okay,
With
got
the
it.
exception of the conditions that were imposed on the property.
I think
Okay.
that
But didn't she say the prior parking was a contract? Okay, whatever. I think we need to pull up
By the
documents,
way, in addition to all of that, they said they're pending negotiations with the person across the street for additional parking. That's a bad joke because that's a residential property, that's a bad joke.
Yeah.
There's no room to negotiate, but what are you gonna park in the driveway?
Right.
I think we need to inspect it. We need the building department to do a parking analysis for us.
Yeah.
And tell us.
He's doing that. She's
Okay,
going to
good.
be
So that's gotta
reviewing
hold.
the parking. But again, a permit was issued by the building department for interior alts, and it was uncovered that there were these restrictions on the property from a prior grant, hence how we got here.
Yeah, I mean, we need a parking variance, but we also have to be honest with ourselves that our authority to restrict hours is questionable.
The further review by Becky bringing it back to the building department could possibly trigger additional variances.
Absolutely.
And they may suspend the building permit.
Correct.
Until we hear from Becky, I would suggest that it be on reserve
Agreed.
decision.
And I think we should, I'm gonna inspect it. Well, Joe, okay, inspect.
All right,
But again, that was the genesis.
got
Can
it.
you give I wanna I'll come get a copy of materials.
Okay.
This goes on reserve. Last case on the morning calendar, 83 of 2011, Levittown, Eva Marie DeLeo, Lonnie Joel Jimenez, Rosalina Horton, John Drew Jimenez, Dina Marie Jimenez. That caption was amended from immediate family residence to a mother-daughter residence, second kitchen. Any additional comments from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
I don't know whose turn.
Regarding case number 83 of 2011, that the caption was amended to become mother-daughter residence with those applicants who filled out the necessary paperwork, and that the board grant it with the usual mother-daughter conditions.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Quickly, do we have anything on reserve, or do we want to deal with that later? Okay. I have an appointment.
You're going to
I have to
restaurant.
go to
Joe
the
and I are going to go,
restaurant.
Kim, Joe and I are going to go look at the mosque and
Okay,
take measurements.
second. I'm going home. And I have a package.
Aye.